My name is Kristen Kane, and I'm going to give you an introduction to online services. We all know that we can register using CGCC's online services, but do you know that there are other services here? Let's go take a look. Let's click into CGCC Online Student Resources. This is where you'll put your Social Security number or your 7-digit student ID, as well as your password. You're probably familiar with this link. It's where you register for classes. Each term, you will register for new classes. Here is where you're going to add new classes. Students can add new classes up to the second week of term. Once the first week of term is over, students must obtain the course's instructor's permission to register for a class. See Student Services to obtain the correct form. If a student wants to drop a class, they're responsible for doing so online. Never assume that anyone will drop you from a class, even if you never show up to the class. It is CGCC's policy that students must drop themselves from the class. For most classes, students have the first 2 weeks of term to drop a class without being charged for that class. For most classes, after the second week of term, students may still drop the class, but they will be charged for that class. For the majority of classes, students have 8 weeks to withdraw from a course. After the 8th week, students can no longer withdraw from the course. Remember that these policies are for the majority of classes, but not all classes. Students should check with Student Services for confirmation of policies in regards to their classes. Also, students should be aware that dropping and adding classes can affect their financial aid. It's always safe to consult with a financial aid specialist prior to dropping a course. Here is where you can print out your schedule. If using a credit or debit card, you can conveniently pay your bill using this link. This is the link to your program planner. Academic advisors may create an educational plan for each student during one of the first few meetings. This plan can be updated or changed simply by scheduling an appointment with your advisor. Be aware that you will need an educational plan for week 4 in this course. Students may also manage their account from here. You can change your password or update your information whenever your address, phone, email, or other personal information changes. Please be aware that this information is what the college uses when contacting you. Important documents, emails, or phone calls may be missed if you do not update your personal information. It is the student's responsibility for updating their personal information. You may click on this link to find your unofficial transcript. Official transcripts must be ordered from Portland Community College. Lastly, you may check your grades using this link. Becoming familiar with Columbia Gorge Community College's online services puts the student in the driver's seat of managing their education.